Welcome to Reviewsinsidetv, where we bring you in-depth, honest, and practical reviews of all kinds of products. Today, we've got a machine that promises to revolutionize the way you get your ice, whether you're running a business or just want to keep your beverages cool. We're talking about the VEVOR Commercial Ice Maker machine. This ice maker has a lot to offer, but does it live up to the hype? Let's take a look. The VEVOR Commercial Ice Maker machine is built to handle high-demand situations. With the ability to produce up to 160 pounds of ice per day, it's perfect for bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and even home use for those who need a constant supply of ice. It uses 80 ice trays to create cubes and stores up to 66 pounds of ice, meaning you won't have to constantly refill it. The machine operates efficiently, churning out ice in as little as 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness setting. So, for busy environments, this could be a game changer. It even comes with a smart LED digital display and mechanical buttons, allowing you to easily monitor and control your ice production. But let's talk about why this ice maker could solve some real-world problems. If you're running a busy bar or cafe, you probably know the frustration of running out of ice during peak hours. The VEVOR aims to address that by producing large amounts of ice in a short amount of time. The generous 66-pound storage capacity means less hassle for refills, and the 6 to 8 hours of insulation helps to keep your ice frozen during breaks. So if you're constantly on the go, this could help keep the flow of business uninterrupted. The self-cleaning feature is another standout, which simplifies maintenance and ensures the ice-making environment remains hygienic. Using the VEVOR Ice Maker in real life is pretty straightforward. Setting it up was simple, and it took no time to start making ice. Whether I was using it for drinks at a small gathering or testing it in a more demanding restaurant environment, the machine consistently delivered on its promises. The ice comes out nice and clear, and I appreciate how quickly it produces the cubes. For a quieter operation, it wasn't disruptive at all, which is a huge plus for areas where noise can be a concern, like cafes or office spaces. However, I did notice that at times, especially during peak production, the machine can get a little louder than expected, but it was still much quieter than many other commercial models I've tested. Now let's dive into the pros and cons. On the positive side, this ice maker is a powerhouse. It delivers a high volume of ice efficiently, and the 66-pound storage capacity is more than enough for most businesses. The self-cleaning feature is incredibly convenient, reducing the maintenance time you typically spend on machine upkeep. The insulation is another highlight. Even when the machine takes a break, the ice stays frozen for hours, which is a crucial feature for those in fast-paced environments. But it's not all perfect. One of the main drawbacks is its size. While it's compact compared to some other commercial models, it may still take up more space than you'd like if you're tight on room. The build quality, while decent, isn't as premium as some higher-end models. And while it's marketed as quiet, as mentioned, there were times when the noise level was more noticeable than I would have liked, especially when the machine was working at full capacity. In terms of value for money, the VEVOR Commercial Ice Maker strikes a balance. Priced competitively for its class, it offers a solid combination of ice production, storage, and durability. When compared to other similar machines in this range, the VEVOR stands out due to its efficient ice-making process, quiet operation, and self-cleaning feature. Some competitors might offer slightly more premium builds or faster production, but they usually come at a much higher price. So, if you're looking for a reliable, budget-friendly option that doesn't skimp on functionality, this one certainly holds its ground. When comparing it to other ice makers, there are a few things to note. The VEVOR offers an impressive daily ice production rate, but some brands may offer models that can produce more ice within the same footprint. However, the VEVOR shines when it comes to insulation and ice storage, as well as its automatic cleaning feature. For the price, it's tough to beat in terms of the balance between affordability and functionality. If you can sacrifice a little bit of speed and build quality, the VEVOR is a fantastic option. Speaking of build quality, the VEVOR Ice Maker seems solid enough, but the materials used are not top of the line. The stainless steel exterior looks good, and it holds up well against wear and tear. However, it doesn't have the same luxury feel as some of the premium options on the market. As for longevity, this is where brand reputation comes into play. VEVOR is known for providing solid commercial products, but the long-term reliability will depend on how well it's maintained. Given its easy maintenance features, I expect it to hold up fairly well over time, though I'd recommend checking the unit regularly for any buildup or wear, especially if it's running constantly. On the customer support front, VEVOR has a decent reputation for responding to inquiries, though I didn't need to reach out myself. Still, based on customer reviews, it seems their support team is responsive, with a focus on resolving issues quickly. If something goes wrong with the machine, you're likely to get a prompt solution, which is always a plus when dealing with commercial equipment. Now, as far as software or firmware updates go, this ice maker doesn't require any. The machine's operation is entirely mechanical, with the digital display for monitoring, so you won't be dealing with updates or potential bugs. The self-cleaning feature is as simple as holding a button for a few seconds, so there's no need to worry about complex software controls. To wrap up the review, the VEVOR commercial ice maker machine delivers on its promises with strong ice production, a useful self-cleaning feature, and solid insulation. It's an excellent choice for small to medium-sized businesses that need a steady supply of ice without spending a fortune. While it's not the absolute fastest or the most premium-feeling machine on the market, it's more than sufficient for most users who need reliable, consistent performance at a reasonable price. If you're in the market for a new ice maker and you don't need the most cutting-edge premium option, the VEVOR is definitely worth considering. It does what it's meant to do with a few standout features that make it more convenient to use. Thank you for watching today's review. If you've already used this ice maker, I'd love to hear about your experience, or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can find the link to get the VEVOR Ice Maker in the comments section as well. Goodbye till next time, and remember, at Reviewsinside TV, we keep you cool when making decisions on products like these.